we ready to begin?
Good morning!
My name is Misty.
Come on, Ike, it's time.
We would be honored if you would join us.
The greatest adventure of all time.
We just become best friends. Yep.
Come on, let's get in character.
What are you waiting for, huh?
Oh, come on!
It's Food Friday, and you know what that means.
It means I'm already hungry.
It's time for food and
Drinks.
I was going to put beans in there, but it's not beans. I was trying to write a jingle on the fly.
Food and beans and drinks. But beans are food, so.
Let me try it again.
Okay.
It's Food Friday, and you know what that means. Sometimes it's rice and sometimes it's beans.
Okay, that's better. There you go.
Yeah, it rhymed a little bit.
Yeah.
Can you tell I was in a band?
No.
What do you think about my singing, Kate? Anyway, it's Food Fridays.
It is.
And I'm excited about this one.
You are. You picked this one.
We're doing gogigui.
Gogigui. You know what that is?
On
Meat
three.
roasting.
Oh.
Oh.
Let's say it together. 1, 2, 3. Gogigui. Oh.
I can't tell what we're supposed to be saying. Gogigui. Okay. Try again.
1, 2, 3. Korean barbecue. Oh. Okay. All right.
So Korean barbecue, which
pronounced
is gogigui, which also means meat roasting.
Sister, tell me if we said that right.
Yes.
Gogigui.
Gogigui. We looked it up ahead of time.
Yes.
Because I always mess things up. So it started in Korea during the Goryeo dynasty between 37 BC and 668 AD.
That's a lot. That's a long, tasty history of roasted meats.
Long, tasty history of meats.
Man, if you not ever. I would like to say, and you could probably clarify this.
Okay.
Not all sections of the United States have Korean barbecue.
Not the right way.
It's a very big part of Los Angeles.
Yeah.
There's a Koreatown, so there's 500 Korean barbecue restaurants. So if you're not familiar with Korean barbecue,
It's so delicious.
you sit at a table, usually a 4-top, but maybe bigger, and there is an actual grill built into the table. I'll show you a picture.
Yeah. Show us a picture, Ike.
KBBQ table. You actually have to type it. KBBQ table. Yeah. So check it out. It looks like this, and it's built into your. Well, that's not a great thing. Let's go.
Yeah, those are little like portable-y ones.
Those ones you can get at home.
Yeah.
But like, okay, so here's a restaurant.
Yeah.
Or another one like this. This is very small. Let's see if it comes up or the internet's too slow. So
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. So there generally be a grill in the middle, and typically in Los Angeles, you sit down and it's unlimited. It's all you can eat, right? And then so they bring you these raw meats and vegetables, and you grill them yourself. Which when I first went, I was like, this is a horrible idea. What if I don't?
I have to cook this myself.
Yeah. What am I doing?
Right.
I have 2 very embarrassing stories about.
I want to hear them both.
Okay. One of the most recent times, I guess now looking back, it's been quite a few years, but on the side of the grill, there's a bowl.
Yes.
And this bowl fills up once you start cooking meats.
Yes.
And so when you start, before they bring you your meats, they have all these sides. There's bowls everywhere. You have your own plate. You're grilling food. You take something off the grill. You eat it. The reason
delicious. You want more.
Yeah. The reason that you don't get sick is because the meat is so very thin that if you at least cook both sides of it, you're going to burn like all of the germs off of it. I tend to overcook.
Yeah, I do too.
Every time. I don't know why.
I'm scared of not cooking meat long enough. I always have been. I probably always will be.
But if you barely go, it's good. So there's different flavorful sauces that you can dip your meats into. So I was dipping it into this very large bowl in the middle, and then the server comes over and grabs the bowl.
Yeah.
And as he's taking it away, I said, "No, I was dipping my meat in that." And he goes, "This is the grease trap."
The grease. Yeah, that's what I thought.
And I was like, I'm just messing with you. And then, but the other 2 guys I was with were like, "Dude, you were dipping your food in that." It was so good. It's the best Korean barbecue I've ever had. You're dipping your meat in the fat of your old meat.
You know, I mean,
so tasty.
Whatever. That's a good one. It's a good story.
I'm just realizing that it's a day of the week that would be impossible to get a Korean barbecue table tonight.
It's true. Yeah. You're right. Yep.
Yeah. So Korean barbecue started 1 billion years ago, and it's
It did,
it's
but
a tasty treat.
here's what's something really interesting. So when Korea was turned Buddhist, basically Korean barbecue was wiped out because Buddhists are a vegetarian cuisine. That's all that they eat.
Yeah.
So then after a series of invasions by the meat-loving Mongols and the 14th century establishment of the Joseon dynasty,
Easy for you to say.
meat once again swept the nation, and Korean
the
barbecue, as we know it, was reborn.
Do you know the most popular item?
I think it's bulgogi.
Oh, I don't think. Oh, you know what? You're right. It is. It's also an item, and it's a kind of Korean barbecue.
Yes. It's beef marinated in soy sauce and sesame oil.
Yes, and sugar, and garlic and pepper.
Yes, it's delicious.
Yeah. There's types of Korean barbecue. There's bulgogi, there's galbi, and
samgyeopsal.
My sister's cringing right now.
She hates us right now. We're sorry.
Learn Korean, Ike!
We're sorry. We don't know Korean. And normally in one of these places, I point at stuff and go, I would like that. Thank you.
Yeah.
If I can't say it. Because I don't want to offend anyone by my Kansas public education.
Here's some sweet ass pictures of what Korean barbecue could look like. And they have all kinds of other stuff. You can get octopus and squid, chicken.
I love the vegetables too.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Do you like kimchi?
I
Do you
love
really?
kimchi.
Who was I talking to the other day that didn't like pickled anything?
Oh, something's wrong with them. I love pickles. I love kimchi. I love kombucha.
I don't like
love
kombucha.
all that stuff.
Yeah, this article for kids is very short.
Well, it's for kids.
Yeah.
So yeah, like Korean barbecue consists of thin slices of meat instead of thick steaks or racks of ribs. You have like so beef short ribs instead of like a big rack of ribs. And
So hungry. Why are we doing Food Fridays right now?
I know, right? Here's one of the things that I also like about Korean barbecue. Some people are scared of it. They're scared of like doing it themselves.
Yep.
You can actually ask your servers if they'll do it for you, and they will.
They will, and I've had to do that.
Me too.
After a couple of what's the rice? What's the beer? The Korean beer? Sake, and then koju. What's the beer? What's the Korean beer?
Oh, I don't. What is it? Why can't I not remember?
Oh
it?
man, I'm going to tell my
delicious.
sister not to listen to this episode.
Yeah, she's gonna get real mad at
Korean.
us.
I just typed in not beer. Korean beer. Height.
Yes, Height.
Right.
Right.
Cass and Obi Lager Height. Height Brewery is the largest of the South Korean brewers, brewing 9 different kind of beers. So if you go get Korean barbecue, make sure you get a Height.
Yep.
Which is kind of the font of Miller Lite, kind of.
It kind of is, actually.
Look at that.
Yeah.
They should call it Miller Height.
See what you did there.
Oh, boy.
You know what I want right now? Aside from Korean barbecue, I just want all the sauces.
Dude,
like,
the
look
sauces.
at this. I want this in my mouth.
Yeah, some of those are sides, too.
Yeah, some of them are, but I want these sauces
Look at that.
right here.
What's the glass? Are those glass noodles?
Glass
the
noodles?
white thing in the upper right?
Yeah.
And then...
right here? Or right here?
Up there. Up the upper right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what any of it is, but I feel obligated to eat it.
Because it's all delicious.
And I feel like I get looked at weird.
Why?
Because some of it's meant to go on top of your meat.
It's true. It
Look
is.
at that. Scroll down a little bit. No.
That?
Yeah, I've never even thought of like putting it all together with a piece of meat.
do that
I eat it
all
all
the time.
separate, and then, man.
Oh, really?
A piece of lettuce with all that stuff together. I've never even thought about that.
So the staple.
So dumb!
You're not. That is actually the banchan.
Banchan. I don't know.
So a staple Korean barbecue: rice, garlic, kimchi, red bean paste, and an array of various lettuce leaves. The rest of your table will be filled with a sampling of the day's side dishes, which are usually vegetable based.
Yeah.
You might receive dishes like bean sprouts tossed in sesame oil. Yum.
Yeah.
Seaweed salad, dried anchovies, or the soup of the day, which are intended to be enjoyed family style.
They bring that bowl of egg, and then what's the pancake that they cut? Something pancake.
I just call it pancake.
Oh, so
I just
good.
call it Korean pancake.
Oh.
Delicious. So yeah, you toss a couple of garlic cloves, some kimchi slices on the grill. While it cooks, you take the lettuce leaf and begin to make a sam, which means wrapped.
Is that how you're really supposed to do it? You're really supposed to just put it all together and eat it in a bite?
Top your lettuce leaf with a bit of rice
I
and
feel
your
so
choice of
silly
sauce.
right now. So silly.
Yeah.
I
mean, it doesn't have to be done that way. It says, or just dig in straight from the grill.
No, it just makes so much sense. But the meat is so tasty.
It's so tasty.
That you want to just start eating it right off the grill. It's a very, very bad date night.
Oh, it's
Very
terrible.
bad
It's like
date night.
eating spaghetti in front of someone. Eating spaghetti is very difficult, and you don't want that as a first date.
Well, not a first date.
You will end up with spaghetti all over your face and all over your shirt.
I'm
it's
saying,
bad.
I'm saying,
not
full
that that's
on
ever happened to me.
Never date. It's a never. Korean barbecue is a never date.
Why?
Well, it's all you can eat, so you stuff yourself, right?
What if you've been dating someone for like 10 years?
Not long enough.
Wow. So
If you
you
date somebody for 10 years and don't marry them, then you have a problem.
tell me about it.
Yeah. I think this is going to be sexist, but I'm going to give you a hot take about Korean barbecue.
Okay.
The nights back in my younger days, when me and the boys, perhaps a band or just some homies.
Familiar with those boys and the homies.
Yeah. Who have all wifed up now. I'm the
Okay.
last man standing.
Except for Nick. Close.
We won't say which Nick. So, the nights we would go out to Korean barbecue, and the scent of burnt meat would emanate
burnt
onto our
meat
clothes.
with garlic and red chili paste.
I'm going the other way. We would go to a bar afterwards.
Oh, and women want it.
Inevitably, the scent of the burnt meat. Women
so
would just come up to us and be like, "You smell
Me, man,
amazing."
you woman.
And I'm like, yeah, we were hunting earlier and we killed our food and we grilled it in an open fire. And they would inevitably want to entertain us with their womanly ways.
Womanly wiles.
Yeah. We did rather well for ourselves as young single men
Okay.
after Korean barbecue days.
That's very odd because to me, what I think of when I think of meeting a man after he's had Korean barbecue is that he's going to smell like garlic, which is not bad to me. Like, I love the smell of garlic. It's not like a turn off. But charred meat and garlic, I'd be like, maybe you could have showered or brushed your teeth before you came out.
No, you can't. You have to let the scent of Korean barbecue linger on your essence.
And that's why I'm still single. So
You should start hanging out in Korean barbecue restaurants. And then, no, okay. I don't have a lot more facts about it. I love it, and I wanted to talk about it, and I wanted to make you guys freaking educated about Korean barbecue. If you don't have one in your town, you should open one.
you should find one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever had really expensive Korean barbecue? Before we wrap this up?
Yes. It's no different than the cheap barbecue.
Well, and that's what's weird to me is that the first time that I ever went, it was really expensive. And I was like, what? Okay. This is some vegetables and some thin meat. Like,
Yep.
what's up? And then I went to another place that was actually really cheap and they were the same.
Yeah.
And from my understanding, one of the things that makes expensive Korean barbecue expensive is that if they use better cuts of meat.
Yeah.
And that it depends upon where the meat market is, whether meat is expensive then or not, which I found really interesting. I'm like, you're slicing it up so thin, nobody knows if it's a better cut of meat or not. Like, you just don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I'm ordering it right now.
I had plans to go home tonight and make this really awesome peanut Thai salad that I've been making. And now that we've been talking about chili paste and things like that, it makes me want it even more because it has that in it. It's not Korean. It's Thai.
Well, I'm
but
ordering.
It's got a lot of the same stuff in it.
There's a place near the studio that it's not traditional sit down and grill it yourself Korean barbecue, but it's Korean barbecue that they cook for you.
Oh.
I'm going to order that while I edit these episodes.
Where is this place at?
I'm going to tell you off the air.
Okay. Interesting.
And we're going to cut this one short because I'm hungry.
I'm not going to disagree with you.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, all that stuff. We love you guys. And happy Friday.
And since it's not
Friday,
Friday,
check
we'll
out our
see you
warm-up
on
episode
Monday.
tomorrow.
How have we done 250 episodes and now we can't remember what we say every day?
Because we do Saturday stuff now.
Oh, that's
Since it's not
right.
Friday, we'll see you on Monday, but we're going to see you tomorrow for our warm-up episode for 271
next
through
week's.
275.
Right.
Yeah. Whatever.
So confused.
This is what we do now. This is us now.
This is us. I don't know. Yeah, this is us.
Bye, folks.